when we hit adversity in that first quarter, we're able to regroup during that timeout and really hit them hard about who we are, our identity, what it is we do well. And the kids definitely responded by only allowing 5 points in that second quarter. And then coming out of half, understanding they're going to make adjustments, that was really important, that we did a better job. Didn't start out the way we wanted to at all. We gave up those layups, we turned the ball over. Called a timeout pretty early, around the 8-15 minute marker, but then you saw them adjust. They adjusted again, did a good job defensively, and then finished out that fourth quarter when we played quite a few different young women, and still were able to finish strong defensively. And, you know, that's exciting. We ended as well going into the halftime with a nice defensive stop. And so the name of the game for me is defense.
21-5 run there in the second quarter. Was that particularly because of the defense, or did something just spark on the offensive side of the ball?
This team takes a lot of pride right now defensively. They own the fact that we're at the top of the leaderboard defensively. So I think that's where I put a lot of the confidence in. I think they all know, and Taeler Deer especially knows, I'm pretty open regarding offense. When we sign you for a purpose. We know what your skill set is offensively. I want to allow them to shoot their shot. So they're not really held down from an offensive standpoint, but they know that they're not getting opportunities unless we get defensive stops. And it's the defensive stops that allow us to get in the flow and do what we do well, which is go hard in trans to find open threes, find some layups. And if we don't have it in the half court, our kids do a pretty good job. You know, we're upper middle of the pack right now in field goal percentages, and we find ourselves in some good situations to shots. And you know, this year we have something we haven't had in the past, and we've got low block presence, which also changes the game for our guards as well, opens up more opportunities for them, as well as it's fun for them. You know, a kid like Taeler Deer isn't just finding her shooters, she's also finding these forwards now in the low block. She's done a great job for us distributing the basketball, and I really do believe that Taeler gets just as much excitement, you know, as hitting a big shot as she does feeding her teammate the ball and her teammate scoring it.
Taeler, why do you believe what leads you to what led to the first quarter early, and they really struggled early? What do you think happened there?
We gave up 17 points in the first quarter.
Just not communicating on defense, not moving our feet, but we know what we had to do. We know we had to communicate and contain penetration, and we did that.
I think that would be key, what Taeler said. As we talk, one of our sayings we have in the locker room is, you're not talking, you're not winning. You didn't do a good job of communicating at all. And I think they found themselves to some good looks. You know, whether it be the excitement of having these young people here, or just the excitement of having to play, you know, a team that's, you know, back-to-back postseason team. I think, you know, we need to make sure that we find our focus, and communication is a big piece of that.
For the last 2 games, Taeler, you've been averaging 22 points. What's got you going these last 2?
Just being more focused. I know when I'm scoring, we're that much better. Also, when I'm assistant, I've just been focusing on defense. I know I have confidence in my shot, so I just take my shot when I'm open, and I work on my game, so my confidence is coming back.
Erin's starting to perform on a consistent basis for you guys. How big is that to get her presence there where she's playing consistently?
I think from a number standpoint, it's huge. You know, I think she's getting herself more into basketball shape as each game comes along. Her mind mentally has always been there, but really isn't truly all together if you've been injured before until you have the opportunity to play and get those reps.